Alright, we're back in the crawl space. Now, I'm ready to start dropping the wires, and when I do, I'm going to leave about 2 feet hanging out the bottom of this from the ceiling, and that'll allow me enough length to do with what I need when I install the lights. But, getting started, I'm going to run the cable directly from the switch to the most accessible outlet for each. So, this is the front side of the garage, near my workbench, and this is gonna I'm going to connect the first switch directly to this middle outlet here, or I'm sorry, ceiling box, because if I need to make any kind of change, this is going to be the easiest to reach, and in the end, I think it's gonna be better. So I'm going to connect the wire first to this one, and then I'm going to run another wire over to the right side light, the left side light, and then from the left side light, I'm going to run it to the inaccessible light switch, the one I had to use the old work bar for. Okay, so all the wires are connected for the front side switch, or at least they're dropped through the ceiling boxes. As I said, that's the central main one that has 3 wires coming in. That's the one on the left side. And then the wire going up at the end there in the light is going to the one by the door. And then there's the last one going to the right side one right there. Now, code says you need to staple these within 6 inches of the ceiling or of the box. In this case, this one's about the only one pushing it. That's a little bit more, but I didn't want to run it like, you know, over here and then out. I don't know, just didn't really make sense because of how the bar lay. So I think that's fine. And then at least every 4 feet after that, which I think we've done pretty easily. All right, I'm ready to start dropping the wires for the rear of the garage, closer to the garage doors. So this one I'm going to run across these trusses here to that one. That's going to be my main. Then this one's going to attach to the far wall, and then I'm going to run another wire over here towards the other 2 or 3. Okay, we ran out of batteries in the last part, but the wiring is fully roughed in. Here's what it looks like. Because I was a few feet too short, I wasn't able to run to that box. Instead, I had to go to that one way in the back there, and that really sucked. There was barely any clearance between my head and the roof. But you can see how I ran it. One of the lines comes all the way across here, runs over the joist there down to here, down to this box, and then this 2x4 was already conveniently nailed in, so provided a nice little guard here for this wire so that it didn't have to run any additional guards or anything, which is nice. And then the final box is right there. Okay, so we just need to finish this one up here. As you can see, the wire's a tad short on this one, unfortunately. That's why you always want to cut your wires a little bit longer, but I think that's long enough that we can still make it work. Just doing a quick test fit with the bar here. But basically all we need to do is put this little push-in fitting. There we go. And now we're going to run a wire through there and just attach it with this clip onto that bar. Okay, so I pulled the wire through the holder there, and I've attached the clip onto the bar there. And basically all I need to do now is attach it with the screws and we should be good to go. Alright, so here's everything fully roughed in. This is the front section towards the workbench. This one, that one, and then this shallow one here. This one I didn't have access to, so I had to put one of those expanding bars in there. And it's a little bit short, but I think we can make it work. This is only a 1/2 inch box. So this is one of the ones that's different. That's our 3 front ones. And then, I'm sorry, four front ones, and then we have 5 back ones. This one here, that one, this one, which is attached directly to the joist on the side here. And then there's one above the garage door, and then one right up here.